You could lose your penis. Sounds absurd? Then listen carefully. Men around the world are making mistakes so common that they seem harmless, but they are leading to impotence, serious fractures, irreversible infections, and, in extreme cases, total amputation. We are not talking about urban legend. We are talking about medical facts. Most of these problems start with something small, a habit, a negligence, an impulsive attitude. And all of this can be avoided if you know what you are doing wrong. In this video, you will discover the 10 most dangerous mistakes that men make with their own bodies. And if you have already made one of them, there is still time to change. But pay attention. Mistake number 10 could be destroying your masculinity without you realizing it. And if you are a man, or love a man, what I am about to say here can literally save lives. This is no exaggeration. My job is to research, study, and expose the truth that no one talks about the male body, especially about the things that most people prefer to hide or ignore. There are no taboos, no frills, and much less bullshit here. If you have come this far, it is because you know that this subject is important. And I want you to take this conversation seriously, because ignoring what you are about to discover can cost you much more than your pleasure. It can cost you your health, your self-esteem, and your dignity. So listen to me until the end. Because mistake number 10 can explain why your desire is fading, why your body doesn't respond like it used to, and why your relationship is perhaps cooling down. And the worst part is that it happens silently. But it will only make sense if you understand everything that comes before. Every point is connected, and when you put the pieces together, everything will fall into place. And maybe you'll realize that there's still time to recover what seemed lost. Let's get straight to the point. The first mistake is the most common of all: ignoring your penis. Many men simply pretend that everything is fine. They spend months, sometimes years, dealing with erectile dysfunction, loss of sensitivity, lack of desire, as if it were normal. It's not. When your penis stops working as it should, it's crying out for help. Studies show that men with erectile dysfunction are up to 14% more likely to suffer a heart attack in the next 7 years. That's because erections depend on circulation, hormones, and mental and emotional balance. If they fail, something bigger is failing too. So stop thinking that it's just age or fatigue. It's your body trying to save you before something worse happens, and if ignoring it is already dangerous, trying to solve it on your own can be catastrophic. The second mistake is falling into the trap of homemade solutions for the penis. The internet is full of promises: increase size, gain potency, become more virile. And then the guy tries jelqing, that manual traction technique that promises to lengthen the penis, and ends up creating internal micro-injuries that, over time, cause scars and erectile dysfunction. Or worse, he builds a plastic ring out of a soda bottle and jams his penis to the point of needing help from the fire department at the hospital. It sounds like a joke, but it's not. Every urologist has seen cases like this. The desperation for a quick change leads many men to mutilate their own bodies. And what was an insecurity becomes a lifelong trauma. Another mistake that seems small but has serious consequences: neglecting intimate hygiene. Many people think that all they need to do is throw water on it and it will be clean. It is not. If you have a foreskin and do not pull back the skin to wash underneath, secretions, dirt, fungi and bacteria are accumulating. This causes painful inflammation, bad odor, recurrent infections, and even penile cancer in extreme cases. And be careful, if you cannot pull back the foreskin, this is a problem called phimosis. And it needs to be treated. And even those who are already circumcised need to be careful. Using very aggressive soaps or exfoliating the skin too much also causes micro wounds, itching, and irritation. Cleaning well is essential. But cleaning too much or in any way is also dangerous. Now, if you feel pain, notice spots, sores, or bleeding, never, ever ignore it. This is the fourth mistake: pretending nothing is happening. And then what could be treated with a simple antibiotic turns into a serious infection. What could be just an irritation turns into a cancerous ulcer. I have seen cases of men who have lost part of their penis because they were afraid to seek help. They feel ashamed, they keep quiet, and when they finally get the courage to go to the doctor, it is already too late. Remember, you will not be judged for seeking help. But you may be punished, with pain and loss, for waiting too long. The fifth mistake has to do with rushing, impulsiveness, and carelessness during sex. Many men think that being wild is synonymous with pleasure. But one wrong blow, one poorly calculated movement, and there you have it, a penile fracture. Yes, the penis can break when it is erect and undergoes a sudden bend. The sound is a pop. The pain is unbearable. And the treatment? Surgery. Urgent. Those who try to ignore it and put it off run the risk of losing their erectile function. And there's more. Having unprotected sex, in addition to the obvious risk of infections, also adds fear, insecurity, and guilt, which destroy performance and connection. Good sex is safe sex. And safe sex is sex with control. The sixth mistake is invisible, literally. Because it comes from heat. Excess heat in the testicles can reduce sperm production, impact fertility, and even affect testosterone production. And where does this heat come from? In the car seat, in the laptop on your lap, in the cell phone in your front pocket, in the 40-minute hot shower, in the sauna 3 times a week. All of this seems harmless, but it slowly interferes with what makes you a man. Nature placed the testicles outside the body for a reason. They need to be cooler. Respect this logic. Small adjustments in your daily routine can protect your reproductive and hormonal capacity. The seventh mistake happens in solitude. And nobody talks about it. It's when a man starts masturbating so hard, so fast, so hard, that his brain becomes conditioned to only feel pleasure with unrealistic stimuli. This is the famous death grip, and it's creating a generation of men who are incapable of being aroused by the real touch of another person. Pleasure becomes something solitary, mechanical, hidden and, little by little, frustrating. The problem isn't masturbation. It's how it's done. If you treat your body brutally, it will respond with insensitivity. Use lubricant. Change the rhythm. And stop training your brain to ignore human touch. And all of this gets worse when you indulge in the eighth mistake: smoking, drinking too much, eating poorly, and never exercising. This lifestyle destroys your virility. Smoking clogs your arteries, including those in your penis. Excessive alcohol lowers your testosterone levels. Excessive sugar kills your hormones. Lack of movement reduces circulation. It's all connected. And erections, my friend, are a reflection of all of this. Healthy men have healthy erections. There is no shortcut. It's diet, sleep, exercise, moderation. Those who don't take care of their bodies are choosing to lose what is most intimate, powerful, and vital, and if the body suffers, so does the mind. The ninth mistake is being cruel to yourself. It's like the guy who failed once in bed, and never allowed himself to relax again. He lives on alert, in panic, trying to prove something to his partner, to himself, to the world. This generates performance anxiety, which blocks the brain, which prevents erections, which reinforces fear, which creates a vicious cycle. Men don't talk about this. They suffer in silence. And that's why they sink. If you're putting too much pressure on yourself, judging yourself too much, stop now. There's no penis that works under attack. The first erection that needs to come back is that of your self-esteem, and we come to the final mistake. The most silent one. The most dangerous one. The one that seems harmless, but destroys you inside. It's stopping using. It's believing that you've lost your desire, and accepting that as fate. But the body works on stimulation. Nocturnal erections are like a gym for the penis. They keep the tissue oxygenated, elastic, alive. If you don't have them anymore, something is wrong. And if you stop seeking pleasure out of fear, fatigue, frustration, your body starts to adapt. And it starts to die. Desire doesn't die all at once. It fades away little by little, until it disappears. Using is not an addiction. It's vitality. Intimacy, touch, connection, all of this is health. And you deserve to feel it again, and if all this touched you in any way, I ask you one thing: share this video. Someone you know needs to hear these truths. Men are suffering in silence, being destroyed in silence, and all of this can be avoided with information. And if you want more direct, taboo-free videos about real health, subscribe now and activate the bell. The next video could save more than your sex life. It could save your life.